What's up, Sacred Sisters? Welcome back to another one. Desiree D. Ray Wise, spiritual healing coach here, helping you to heal, connect, and serve. Welcome back to another Womb Wednesday. Today we're talking about how to let love in using the goddess Oshun. If you have not seen last week's Womb Wisdom video, go back and check that out. I talked about the 3 things that are very important in order to start letting love in. That was safety, self-love, and seduction. And today I want to talk about working with the goddess or the Orisha Oshun, who will help you to let that love in if you tap into her lovely, beautiful, seductress, golden energy. Okay, let's hop into it. So I first started working with the Orisha Oshun in 2017. Here's what happened. Um, for some reason that year, I was pregnant. Did not know if I was having a son or a daughter. Dream and I were pregnant with our second child. Didn't know if we were having a son or a daughter. We had decided that we were not going to find out till birth. For some reason, I was pulled to work with Oshun during this time, and I don't even know how she came into my spirit. I don't even remember, to be honest. But I remember I was going through this phase of a lot of emotional healing work, right? And how spirit was having me work through the emotions that I was experiencing while pregnant, of course, is yoga. So spirit had me waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day doing yoga. Mind you, at this time, I was a full-time teacher, a head volleyball coach, a mother of 1, and a wife. So I was living a very full, vast, busy-ass life. And spirit was like, the way that I needed to take care of myself was waking up that early, doing some yoga while pregnant, and really getting ready to have this daughter, which I would soon find out after birth it was a girl, right? So I guess the goddess Oshun really came to me because I was having a daughter, and I really needed to heal some of my divine feminine womanhood, motherhood wounds. And during that time and during that pregnancy, Dream and I, within our relationship, had some very, very deep healing moments that really made the difference in our relationship and really healed us on a quantum level, okay? So during this time, I'm doing yoga, and it's my 24th or 25th birthday, and I decide to do a painting with a twist party because I'm pregnant, and I still want my family to come together, but don't want us to do too much. So we do that. I decided I was going to wear this beautiful yellow dress, and yeah, that was my vibe. That was my way of paying homage to this Oshun energy that had been speaking to me and through me, right? And so I wear this beautiful yellow dress, and everybody that is there wears yellow, right? I was only able to get a picture with a few of the ladies after the fact, but when I tell you, multiple women came to my party wearing yellow, and I didn't ask them to. And so this was the sign that the goddess Oshun, I had activated that frequency and that energy inside of me. Now let me pause and tell you what I mean by that. Whenever we are talking about goddesses, energies, we're talking about a quality. We're talking about a belief. We're talking about an essence. So the Orisha or the goddess Oshun is the essence of love, of divine feminine energy, of sacredness, of sensuality, of motherhood, of birth, of safety and security in love. She's a frequency. She's an energy. Now, this may feel a little bit controversial, but it's the same thing with Jesus, the Buddha, Krishna, Lakshmi. These are energies and essences that, I'm going to use the word manifested as a way of communicating to us what we are capable of doing, who we are, right? And so when we look at these energies, when I'm telling you the goddess Oshun was activated inside of me, what I'm saying to you is I found a deeper level of love within myself. What I'm saying to you is I activated a sense of safety within my sensuality and my sexuality. What I'm saying is I unlocked another level of motherhood and womanhood and birth. I'm saying I became more intimate with me, right? To give you more details on Oshun, I'm going to go to this wonderful book called The Encyclopedia of Spirits. This is exactly what it is, an encyclopedia of spirits, right? Where you can look at these names of a spirit and understand their energy and their archetype. And so we're looking at that for the goddess Oshun to give a little bit more insight on who and what she is, and then I will continue to tell y'all more about my own experience with her. All right, so it says Oshun, origin, Yoruba, right? So we know we're talking about Africa. She is a sweet water spirit, the embodiment of love, romance, wealth, beauty, abundance, and magical knowledge. Oshun has dominion over things that flow, like water, honey, love, money, a mother's milk, and so forth. So when I tell you I activated the goddess Oshun, that was back then, right? In 2017, 2018, I activated more abundance, right? Literally, I got my dream job at the time without trying, literally. Without trying, dream job manifested. I went to an interview. I was pregnant at the time. Didn't tell them, okay? I went to the interview, had that little baby, covered on up, walked through that interview, did my big one. It wasn't even an interview. It was like a show and tell. It was like they were trying to prove themselves to me. I was like, oh my God, why are y'all trying to prove yourselves to me? I thought I had to convince y'all of me. No. That Oshun energy had me walk in there so abundant, so wealthy, so receptive, so sensual, right? So seductive without trying. That the principal, a gay white man, and the athletic director, a straight white man, were both feeling like they needed to prove things to me. They took me around the school and showed me all of these things, didn't ask me no questions. They cheered on my past, right? Like my awards that I had won as a volleyball player. They cheered that on like, oh my God, player of the year, da-da-da-da-da, we're excited to have you here. They asked me no questions. It was so crazy because my high school coach, this young lady was the JV coach when I played volleyball in high school, applied for that same job. I got it. And she was like, hey, you're at Wall Trip now? I was like, yeah, I'm the head coach over here. She was like, that's crazy. I applied for that job. Get that wet, eat that Oshun. I told y'all the story. The goddess Oshun really started coming to me when I was in freaking 7th grade. My mother's church friend hung this picture up in my room. I just rediscovered it and brought her back out. I said, wow, Oshun has always been with me. Flow, abundance, gold. Her gold dress represents gold, fortune, how it flows. That's the water, right? That's the rivers, right? So the goddess Oshun was and still is how that energy of abundance and flow activates. It's the thing that turns on inside of you. It's the thing that turned on inside of me in 2017, which led to all my homegirls wearing yellow and me giving birth to a daughter in the car, unmedicated, popped her right on out with power and strength. Her power extends over various parts of human anatomy, particularly the reproductive organs. Oshun is petitioned for personal fertility and to heal reproductive disorders. She fulfills devotees' wishes, providing wealth, employment, love, beauty, and protection. Oshun is a powerful witch and an expert at divination. Oshun may be Yemiya's daughter or sister. They are extremely compatible and venerated together. Oshun and Oya do not get along. Okay, they're going into the whole storyline. We're not here for all of that. We can get into all of that at a later time, right? What we're talking about is the energy and the essence of love, of abundance, of flow, of fortune, of feminine power, and trusting yourself as a woman. I have 3 things I'm going to tell you that you could do that will help you to activate this energy inside of yourself, that will support you in drawing in that which you desire, whether it is love, whether it is money, whether it is, I don't know, fame, I don't know. The goddess Oshun and embodying this essence can 100% support you in that energy. Number 1, you want to adorn yourself. Adorn yourself. When I started working with the goddess Oshun, this was when I started wearing waist beads, and I was embracing what it means to be a woman. A part of being a woman is to be beautiful, right? A woman is meant to be alluring in her own unique and divine way. I'm not saying you got to look like me or I got to look like you, but there's a way that I can position my energy. There's a way that I can adorn myself physically, like with jewelry. We don't wear jewelry and earrings and things like that for no reason. It adds to our beauty. It adds to our attraction and our magnetism. So when we adorn ourselves, we're just being intentional about appreciating who we are as women. But adorn yourself also means what you are putting on yourself spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Do you anoint yourself with oil? Let me get that. Hold on. I have the Serenity Blessing oil right here. Right? I adorn myself with this. Right? I made this myself with some wonderful organic essential oils. It smells amazing. A lot of y'all already have it. Ooh, if you don't, go to my website and get it. But just rubbing this on me is an adornment unto myself. Same thing we used to do in church when you had your holy oil, your anointing oil. You were being adorned with this sacred and divine power. You still get to do that for yourself, no matter what, spiritual practices you are following. You get to do that. That is the power of God inside of you, right? And it's so beautiful that God has provided us with herbs and oils and all the things that support us in tapping into that sacred energy. So you want to adorn yourself spiritually, right? Through your meditation. You want to see yourself being protected, adorned with a shield of sacredness that is impenetrable. That's a way that you adorn yourself, right? Praying over yourself is adorning yourself. These are things that you want to do. This sets your energy up to be in alignment and to be receptive to what it is you're calling forward, all right? The number 2 thing we do in honor of activating the goddess Oshun inside of ourselves, the love, the beauty, the abundance that she is, that we are, is you want to cleanse your home. You want your home to become your queendom. You want your home to be your sacred space. Really? Let me show you something. This just dropped. Oh, no, this didn't drop. It says you are magic. I see what just dropped. Okay? And I'm going to tell you how to cleanse your home. Thank you, Spirit, for this download that's actually coming through right now. This is how you adorn your home. This is what dropped. D'Angelo and the Vanguard, the Black Messiah. So how do we cleanse our home, right? We cleanse our home spiritually. Have to have a weekly spiritually cleanse ritual for your home. Every Monday and Thursday, I'm Palo Santoing, saging, praying, ringing the bells. I'm ringing the bells, doing all the things around my home to keep it fortified and sacred. Um, and that's just what you do for spiritual protection, because there's just a lot of energy. When we're out and about and we're engaging with people, or we're even on our phones or seeing things on TV, things carry energy, carry frequencies. And so you want to cleanse them so that you make sure that your home, which is your queendom, which is your sacred space, so that you make sure that it is in alignment with the love, the beauty, the wealth, the fortune that you are desiring. Your home is a portal. It's a physical reflection of your ability to welcome things in. So whether you are living in a small space, whether you live in a home with your mother and you only have a bedroom, you want to make that bedroom your sacred space. And how do you do that? Okay, you're going to play high vibrational music in there, like D'Angelo the Black Messiah, right? You're going to sage and Palo Santo and cleanse your home on a regular basis. You're going to anoint your home with oil. Whatever you feel comfortable doing, whatever is your spiritual practice. And this is why I teach so deeply. It is so important for us to know how we connect to God for ourselves. What you got from church, what you got from a friend, what you got from somebody else may not do what you needed to do for you. So you have to be able to say, okay, God, how do I access your power, your essence? Right? How do I know you for myself? Through what avenues? Right? So we cleanse our home. The last thing that we do in order to activate this Oshun energy, which supports with not only drawing in love, but abundance, fortune, and whatever your heart's desire, is you have to expect good things. You have to expect good things. You have to expect the best for yourself, for your life, out of any situation. You have to expect it. You walk into spaces and places expecting the best. You expect a conversation to go well and to be pleasant. You expect that person at that grocery store to handle you with care, right? You expect that customer service representative you got to deal with to treat you mindfully. You expect the best. And this expectation is also an expectation of yourself. It's an expectation of yourself. It's a, how do I give myself the best? You don't wait for a man or another woman or a job or whatever. How can I give myself the best? How can I expect the best from myself? How can I expect the best from myself and for myself? See, this goddess Oshun energy, it just knows. It just knows. And it doesn't mind flaunting that knowing, right? Embodying that knowing, okay? I got a song for us for this Womb Wednesday. We have to go with Olivia Dean. We got to go with Olivia Dean, Lady, Lady. God, I'm gonna miss this house. Hey, she goes so hard. But I guess I'm moving out Sunday morning. Whoa, that lady, lady, she's the man. I think she's got a master plan. It's something I don't understand. That lady, lady, she's the... Always had to be like this. Okay, listen. Ladies, we get to be who it is we want to be. We get to have the life that we want to have. This goddess Oshun energy is an invitation to be that, to be her, right? It's straight moon energy, Venus energy. When it's a full moon at night, we're all in awe. We are all in wonder of it. This goddess Oshun energy is like, know that you are like that. You are worth all of that. This Venus energy, that's you. You are love. You are the epitome of abundance and fortune as a woman. And so we just have to tap into that within ourselves and let it flow. Peace and love, ladies.